Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Dark Matter Wolf here at the Wolf Stand of Champions with another unboxing. We are going to be unboxing the one and only Iceman. One of the most popular X-Men of them all is here Iceman himself. So this hero pack here has a 60 card hero pack, which includes one complete pre-built Iceman deck, new cards that can be added to any Marvel Champions hero deck, and a Nemesis set featuring Pyro. So if you guys are new here, welcome to our Marvel Champions YouTube video or YouTube channel where we do everything Marvel Champions. Right now, currently, we are doing a bunch of unboxing. We're unboxing all of the Marvel Champions hero packs, adding them to our collection, and then we're gonna get into deck building. We're gonna get into gameplay and all that other awesome content coming your way. So if that's something for you, make sure to subscribe. Right now, we're currently on a journey of getting to 100 subscribers, and I can only do it with your help. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back to the Wolf Stand of Champions. This is your host, Dark Matter Wolf. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Iceman, the one and only. I'm very excited to open this here. I've been waiting so long to be able to unbox Iceman so I can make a deck and I can play him. He's one of my favorite YouTube characters. One of my favorite X-Men characters on top of Cyclops and X-Men. And here we get to unbox them. Here is Iceman's poster, and what we are going to be doing here is unboxing the Iceman himself. Iceman Hero Pack, a founding member of the X-Men and the team's prankster Bobby Drake, discovered his mutant powers to generate cold and manipulate ice as a young teen. He joined Xavier's school to escape persecution in his hometown and now fights to protect others as the hot-headed Iceman. New card type, player side scheme, response, frostbite upgrade. So we should read this here. So it's got a victory X, permanent, and direct damage. He comes with the aggression. So indirect damage means indirect damage dealt to a player can be divided as that player chooses among characters under their control. Okay, and then while the card with the victory X keyword is defeated, place it in the victory display instead of their owner's discard pile. While in the victory display, X indicates how many victory points that card is worth. So some have 0, so that means it's worth 0 victory card displays. That I really don't know how much that works. We're gonna have to look into more of that, or maybe someone can explain to me in the comments how that works. But Frostbite upgrade. Iceman comes with 6 copies of an identity-specific upgrade, Frostbite. These upgrades are set aside at the beginning of each game and do not count toward Iceman's deck size. His kit includes many abilities that attach set-aside copies of Frostbite to enemies. Each copy has a force response that sets it aside after the enemy is attached to, activates, or leaves play. When that happens, remove the copy of Frostbite from play and set it aside where it was at the beginning of the game. All right, so Iceman has a lot of different things happening here. So let's just go ahead and jump in to the sheer cold of him. Sorry, that was bad. All right, let's go ahead and crack this pack open, if I may. Come on, here we go. Like, taking off shrink, my least favorite part of everything. Favorite part is when the shrink comes off. Just, come on. When the shrink comes, okay. When the shrink comes off and you get to do one of these. Sniff the fresh packness of that there. Awesome, delicious, excellent. Wow, this is a crispy pack here. I love the cards of Iceman here already. Comes with an aggression. There's the aggression side scheme, Shadow Cat. Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump in here. Iceman Hero, here we go. The one and only Iceman, Mr. Freeze. Just kidding, that's not Mr. Freeze. Here comes the coolest hero on the team. He's a 5 hand size, hit points of 11. 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. Freeze, interrupt when Iceman makes a basic attack or defense against an enemy. Attach a set aside frostbite copy. Okay, so here's the 6 frostbites. Upgrade. Attach a set-aside copy of the frostbite to an enemy. So this is the frostbite here. It's a permanent, it's a condition, it's an ice card. It says forced response after attached enemy activates or leaves place, set this card aside. Attached enemy gets -1 scheme and -1 attack. I love that. That is actually really cool, makes sense. Totally Iceman there. You get 2 copies here of Snow Clone. Snow Clone here cannot have upgrade attached. He can't thwart either. Snow Clone takes -1 consequential damage after it attacks an enemy who has frostbite. Okay. So if there's an enemy has frostbite, Snow Clone can attack him, take no consequential damage, ready up. Take Snow Clone, or Snow Cone number 2 can, Snow Clone, not Snow Cone, can attack another one and take 2 damage off them and not take consequential damage. I like that. So basically you can do 4 damage to a minion or an enemy, whoever has, because this says consequential damage to enemy. Yeah, so it can even be the villain. As long as the villain has frostbite, you can do 4 damage and these guys stay alive there. So they can, once they hit the board, they're on there and they're Ice and X-Men. So I really like that. That's really cool. Here we have an upgrade. I already love it. It's called Power Belt. You get 3+ hit points, so you'll be at 14. Hero response, exhaust Power Belt, generate a wild resource for an ice card. So a hero specific ice generator there. Love that. You get 1 copy of Cryokinetic Perception superpower. What this does is hero response after you resolve your freeze ability, exhaust this card, draw 1 card if that card was an ice card, ice trait, ready Iceman. And that's actually really cool. So you do freeze when you're an Iceman, so you attack for 2, you resolve your freeze, put an ice bite on there, frostbite, you exhaust, you draw a card. Wow, pretty cool. Here we have, I love this, Ice Slide. Ice superpower, Iceman gets 1 thwart, 1 attack, 1 defense, so he'll be 2, 3, 3. And the aerial trait, after you change to alter ego form, shuffle this card into your deck. So Ice Slide gives you aerial, cost 2, all these cost 2. What I really like about this is that this is giving me a lot of Rocket vibes, right? Rocket had cards that do these things, and then he had his weapons. We didn't even look at Bobby. Here we go. Bobby Drake here is a 4-cost recovery mutant. Bobby begins game with 6 of the frostbite set aside. Cool off response. After you change to this form, shuffle 1 ice card from your discard pile into your deck for each copy of frostbite in play. Okay, so say there's 6 minions with frostbite or whatnot, right? You will shuffle 6 ice cards back to your deck. That's only that situation there. You get 2 copies of Frozen Solid here. Condition Ice, hero form only. Attached to an enemy, max 1 per enemy. When attached enemy would activate, discard Frozen Solid. Then attach a set-aside copy of Frostbite to that enemy. Okay, so Force Interrupt. When attached enemy would activate. So this is a 3-cost upgrade, hero form only, attached to an enemy. So you pay 3, you attach this to an enemy, and they can't activate. You discard this, and then you put 1 of these on them. You get a copy of Ice Wall here. It's a 4-cost support, Forced Interrupt. When an identity would take any amount of damage from an enemy attack, place that damage here instead. Then, if there is at least 8 damage here, discard this card and attach a set-aside copy of Frostbite to the enemy that just attacked. When an identity would take any amount of damage from any attack, place the damage here instead. Then, if there is at least 8 damage here, discard this card and attach a set. Okay, so say, I have a question. let me know in the comments. If you use Ice Wall, right, and then it's only 4 damage, then the next attack is, say, 1 damage, so that's 5. Do you have to discard it? Or is it like multiple times, once it's at 8, then you discard it? Or it's like, okay, I can only do this one time, and then that's it. That's a little confusing, but I think that's how it's supposed to work, but I'm not sure. You get 2 copies of Arctic Attack here. It's an attack ice superpower. Hero action, choose, deal 4 damage to an enemy and attach a set-aside frostbite to it, or deal 6 damage to an enemy with frostbite. So if they already have frostbite, you do 6 damage to them. Ice Blast, 2 copies here. It is going to be choose a player, attach a set-aside copy of frostbite to the villain, and each minion engaged with that player deal 3 damage to each enemy with a copy of attached frostbite attached. Wow, that is nice. So if you have, like, say you have 5 minions, right? For just say you have 5 minions, you are going to attach a set-aside copy of frostbite to the villain, and then each minion engage with you, so that all 5 get 1. Then you deal 3 damage to each of them. That's really good. Oh my gosh. You get 3 copies of Chill Out here, which is going to be remove 3 threat from a scheme. Attach a set-aside copy of frostbite to an enemy. So you're going to be frostbiting a lot. Pretty much every single card here does frostbite stuff. I think I found one of my top favorite heroes to play. I'm really excited. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 cards to attach a frostbite to them, or 8 cards that'll not only just do something, but they'll also attach the frostbite to them. And then Iceman here, whenever he makes a basic attack or basic defense, also adds those frostbites to them. I love it. Here are the precon. It's going to be aggression. Shark Girl's a 2 cost, 0 thwart, ally attack, 2 health. While Shark Girl is attacking an enemy, she gets 1 attack for each upgrade attached to that enemy. So if the upgrade has more than, say it has 2 upgrades on there, she's going to gain 2 attack. Glob, really good card here. Play only if your identity has the X-Men trait. Response, after Glob enters play, deal 2 damage to an enemy with an upgrade attached. X-Men character as well. You get 3 copies here of Suppressing Fire. Attached to a minion. Max 1 per minion. When you attack and defeat the attached minion, heal 2 damage from your hero. This is a 0 cost card. Really good. You get Surprise Move here, 3 copies. When you make a basic attack against an enemy with an upgrade attached, you get 2 attack for this attack. If this attack defeats the enemy, ready your hero. 1 cost. You get 3 copies of Take That, which deals 7 damage to an enemy with an upgrade attached. Then you have Looking for Trouble here, 3 copies, attached cards from, discard cards from the top of your encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play, engage with you. Remove 3 threat from the main scheme. Looking for Trouble, I think that's a reprint, yeah. Keep Up the Pressure, victory 0. So this is the victory size scheme, so this counts as 0. Does this mean this means you have nothing in your victory display? Or somebody needs to explain that to me. When defeated, each player may search their deck and discard pile for an attack event and add it to their hand. Until the end of the phase, each attack event deals 1 additional damage. Here are going to be some ally cards. This is going to be Shadowcat, Kitty Pryde. 3 cost ally, 2 thwarts, 1 attack. Play only if your identity has the X-Men trait. 3 hit points. And after you play Shadowcat from your hand, choose a side scheme in play. That scheme loses each acceleration, boost, crisis, and hazard icon until the end of the round. Here we have Beak. This guy's really good. 2 cost ally, 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 health. After you play Beak from your hand, remove 1 threat from a scheme for each X-Men ally you control. If you're playing leadership and you have 4 in there, because you have Utopia and the Triskelion, you drop Beak, you drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You move 5 scheme with 2 cost, plus you get an ally. Team building exercise, we get a reprint here. This is going to be exhaust team building exercise. Play a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero, reducing its cost by 1. Recuperation is a 2 cost event. Alter ego action, heal damage from your alter ego equal to your recovery. Okay, here we have the power in all of us. This is also a reprint here. Max 2 per deck, double the number of resources this card generates when paying for a basic card. So this will pay, say you're playing recuperation, you just pay the power of all of us and it pays for both of those resources there. Really good for super basic decks that run a lot of basics. Here is Hot-Headed for Bobby Drake, Iceman's Obligation. Give to the Bobby Drake player forced response. After you attach a Frostbite upgrade to an enemy, you take 1 damage. Alter Ego response. After you make a basic recovery, discard this card. So you have to be an Alter Ego, and then after you make a basic recovery, you discard the card. Okay, we have Pyro, set aside Brotherhood of the Mutants, Quick Strike. Pyro's attacks deal indirect damage. You get Playing with Fire, Pyro's Flamethrower, and then Burn is going to be the Iceman set aside nemesis here. And that's going to be for Mr. Iceman. I love Iceman already. And it makes sense that his nemesis is Pyro. You know, he's ice, so you have to melt him. Like that famous line in X-Men 3. I think it was X-Men 3, the 3rd movie, with Wolverine, and they fight at the end when they're fighting Dark Phoenix, and he's like, Bobby Drake's like, should have stayed in school and like turned full ice. I don't know, it was really cool when that happened. So this is his stop card here. Let me know in the comments if you remember that movie. We get Saurian. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. This is going to be a nemesis. Sorry, this is going to be a modular you can add. Brotherhood of the Mutants that you can add to any villain deck. So this is going to be Saurian, the Eye of Saurian. Saurian lives, life drain, and then Saurian there. He is going to be search the encounter deck and discard pile for life drain, an attachment, and reveal it. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme searches the encounter deck and discard pile for Saurian, deals him to himself face down. Oh wow, okay, cool. That's not annoying at all. So it's like he's never ending, just always coming back and back there. I love that. But yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Iceman and all his ice attachments. I am looking very forward to playing this deck here. Got a few ideas on how to play him. Definitely want to work around his defenses here or his attack, because it's only when he makes a basic attack or basic defense that he can activate those frostbites, and you want to make sure you activate those frostbites as much as possible. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments down below. Do you have Iceman? Have you played Iceman? What's your favorite aspect of Iceman, and do you have a deck? If you do, go ahead and link it down below for Iceman so others can see it and they could play it. This is Dark Matter Wolf reminding you that you matter. YouTube thinks you're gonna love this video right here, so make sure to go ahead and click it and check it out. For more of our unboxing videos, go ahead and click this playlist right here, and don't forget to subscribe over here somewhere, because we are going for 100 subscribers. I can only do it with your help. This is Dark Matter Wolf reminding you that you matter here at the Wolf Den of Champions. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.